Hey everyone, and let's break down all the major events that happened on 28th May 2025 that are guiding the Indian stock market. Big news in the fintech space. PayPal Payments Private Limited had just received in-principle approval from RBI to operate as a payment aggregator cross-border exports (PACBE). And this means Indian exporters, freelancers, and SMEs can now use PayPal global network to receive the payment from 200 plus markets more efficiently. Now, with India clocking $73.8 billion in exports just in April, this move is a win for the digital India plus global trade. PayPal joins an elite club with players like Amazon Pay and Cashfree already in the space. Now, talking about a major court decision which was taken by Supreme Court, in which it just dismissed investor Manu Rishi Gupta's petition challenging the delisting of ICICI Securities. The court ruled that the delisting process was fair, backed by 72% shareholder approval and an independent valuation. This removes the last legal hurdle, allowing ICICI Securities to officially merge with ICICI Bank, and a strong reminder that when regulatory clarity and shareholding backing align, corporate restructurings can move swiftly. Next up, let's talk about a big move in the FMCG space where BAT offloads 2.5% stake in ITC by Rs 12,100 crores blocked. British American Tobacco sold 3.13 crore share of ITC at Rs 417 apiece, their second big sale in 18 months. And their stake is now under 23%. And while the sale comes at a 4% discount, causing ITC stock to dip 3% intraday, analysts remain confident. With strong FMCG growth, stable financials, and no sign of full exit, ITC continues to hold its ground. Now, zooming out to macro picture, India pulls in record $81 billion in FDI for FY25, a huge 14% year-on-year jump, the highest in 3 years. Service sector led with $9.35 billion, up by 40%. Manufacturing drew $19 billion, up by 18%. Maharashtra attracted the most with 39% of total inflows, followed by Karnataka with 13% and Delhi with 12%. Top contributors were Singapore, Mauritius, and the US. Despite a slight Q4 dip, the overall momentum shows the global investors are backing India's long-term economic story. So that's a wrap for today. Stay tuned for more updates.